What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's up, faithful? It is your boy Niner Sickness with the Niner Sickness podcast. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing today? It is your boy. Let's talk some 49er football, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk some Trey Lance. Let's talk some Jimmy G, some offseason. The Super Bowl's over with, but the 49ers, we never stop. We have the whole offseason. There's going to be a lot of changes that are going to be made, especially in the coaching staff. We lost a lot of coaches, and we're going to have to replenish those coaches. Who are the Niners going to bring in? Is Trey Lance going to be ready for week one? Can we get a number one for Jimmy? Is there a team out there desperate enough to want a quarterback to save a coach's behind? Excuse me. And give us a number one? Those are the questions we're going to answer today. But before we get started, we all know this. Do me a favor, please wipe your feet before entering and smash that like button for your boy, Niner Sickness. Ooh, excuse me. And if you haven't done so already, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Let's go. All right, what's up, Maverick? How you doing, sir? Bro, I am at work. What are you doing? I am going live while you are at work so that you have something to listen to while you are at work, brother. Hey, Beto, what's up, Karthik? How are you doing, my friend? I'm doing great, young man. I'm doing great. Thank you for stopping by in my show. Appreciate it. Lucky, what's up, Lucky? How you doing, sir? Thank you for wiping your feet. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's not going to happen, bro. I'm sorry. We got to get out of our feelings about Jimmy G. It's not going to happen because of the contract. It's not because whether Trey is ready or not. It's not about can Jimmy take us anywhere next season. It's not about that. It's not even that Jimmy's a bad quarterback. It's about the $26 million that he's going to make this season. That it's not. That's the reason why he won't be back with the 49ers started this season. It has nothing to do whether he's capable of taking us all the way or not, or if Trey is ready. It's all about getting that money off the books because we're going to have to use that towards Debo and Bosa. That's the thing that we have to talk about, and we're going to talk about. Let's see here. Hope you had a great time with your wife yesterday. Happy Valentine's. Yeah, we had a wonderful, quiet time. Cartha, thank you for asking. We just enjoyed each other's company. We watched a little bit. Hold on a second, real quick. We just watched we watched a movie together. We had dinner. It was nice, quiet. So thank you for asking, though. At our age, we don't really want to go to restaurants because you start going to a restaurant on Valentine's and it's like 5 hours just to get a table. And yeah, and me and my wife, we truly believe that Valentine's is overrated. Dinner with their spouses should be just because they both love each other, not because it's Valentine's. You know what I mean? Let's see. Thank you, sir. What's up, David McNew? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Thank you for wiping your feet. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. And that's going to happen. You're going to hear a lot of rumors. You're going to hear a lot of smoke. But what they say, where there's smoke, there could be fire. So people don't realize that whether we are fed up with Jimmy or not, whether we think Jimmy makes bonehead plays, whether we think that Jimmy throws interceptions and blah, 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 at the end of the day, the 49ers have won a lot of games with Jimmy. They have won a lot of games with Jimmy. And at the end of the day, GMs out there understand they can win with Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy has his flaws. Yeah, Jimmy can make some bonehead throws. But for the most part, a team like Washington, a team like the Steelers, a team like the Colts, if they decide to move on from Carson Wentz, can win games with Jimmy G. So let's not get it twisted. Jimmy G does make some mistakes where you scratch your head and you're like, what were you thinking, Jimmy? What were you thinking? But at the end of the day, you win a lot of games with Jimmy. And that's all you want. As a head coach and a GM, your success is based on win and losses. Okay? Not on stats, but on win and losses. How many games have you won? And teams out there are desperate to win. Coaches are on the hot seat. If they don't get to the playoffs, they can be fired. And when there's a coach that is on the hot seat, desperate to win games, those are the coaches and GMs that will make a move for Jimmy. Those are the coaches and GMs that will go after Jimmy and give us a pick. Even though he's not worth the pick, they'll give you the pick for Jimmy just because they need to win desperately. Ooh, excuse me. What's up, JBX? 489, welcome to the show, brother. Welcome to the show. I haven't had a chance to send out your jersey. I apologize. I know I said it was Monday, but I forgot Monday was Valentine's. And today got away from me. So hopefully tomorrow I will send it out to you, brother. But I appreciate that. Congratulations by winning once again. And I got your email. So for everyone that doesn't know, JBX4NY decided to choose the extra large Brandon Ayuk jersey. So congratulations on winning the Brandon Ayuk jersey, JBX4N9. Thank you, sir. Luis Moreno, welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing? What's up, brother? Always anticipating your show. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Anyone that is coming in. Let's see, Beto. I hope we win the jersey since I've been using the wrong email. Yeah, I know. I forgot about that email, Karthik. I had created the Niners Sickness podcast at yahoo.com, and then I kind of went back to the Niners Sickness. So every time I do a gift, I say Niners Sickness, but I think I'm going to start using the Niners Sickness podcast email specifically for the podcast. But yeah, that's why I didn't see your email. I saw the one for the predictions. I just happened to bump into it, and that's why I responded for your prediction, but I did not see it for your for the one that I did for the jersey. So my apologies. What's up, Leslie? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you stopping by. I fully expect Parag Marte will come up with a way to pay the number ones who need to be paid and give us room to pay the new talent. I wish Jimmy G all the best, but we need some room and place in the places in the draft. Yeah, we need draft picks. Listen, we gave up 3 number ones for Trey Lance. We need to get some of that trade value back. This is why people that say that Jimmy G is going to be back with the Niners, it's a pipe dream. It's a pipe dream. Even if the Niners want Jimmy back, even if they think that they're not ready to go with Trey, the fact that they need trade value back, the fact that Jimmy's demanding $26 million, those are real factors. So it's not about whether they want them back or not. Is he worth it? You got to run with the young man. And we're going to talk about Trey Lance. People are like, Trey Lance is not going to be ready. Is he going to be ready? And there's two sides of people that I think it's funny with the Niner fan base. You got those that Trey's not ready. We should keep Jimmy. And then you got the other side of fan base that it's already winning a Super Bowl with Trey. We're going to win the Super Bowl in 2022. We're going to make the playoffs, and we're going to go 15 and whatever. We're going to win 15 games, 14 games. Listen, hold your brakes. I think Trey Lance has great potential. I think Trey Lance under Kyle Shanahan is going to be a great combination. I think that, and I hope that Trey does develop into that quarterback that we all want him to be, so that we can have years of success with him. But for us, for not us, but for a lot of Niner fans to say, we're going to win the Super Bowl with Trey this year, pump your brakes, ladies and gentlemen. Pump your brakes. Okay? We only seen Trey in 2 games in 2021. Okay? Against Arizona and against the Texans. Now, the second half of the Texans, Trey looked a little bit better. And hopefully with a whole offseason and coming in week 1, Trey will begin to develop to be that quarterback that we all want him to be. But for those of you that are saying that we're going to win the Super Bowl with him, you got to pump your brakes. You really do. Okay, we don't know what we have in Trey. And I'm going to keep it real. I'm never going to sugarcoat anything on my group. I'm 100% keeping it real. I want Trey to be successful. I'm hoping Trey becomes that quarterback that we drafted. I hope we win multiple championships with Trey. Because if we don't, we're going to set ourselves back for quite a while. I think he has the potential. I think he's going to be great. But for me to say for sure he will, it's absurd. I can't sit here and say we're going to win the Super Bowl this year with Trey. That's me just being in my feelings. A lot of us get in our feelings. Yeah, Trey Lance, we're going to win the Super Bowl. We're going to win 14 games. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. Let's see how he looks in June and July. Now, he has between now and June and July to prepare himself for a 22 season. Has he adapted to the offense? Is he going to hold on to the ball? Is he going to be able to release it quicker? Is he going to be able to read defenses quicker? These are the things that we hope Trey does well. And if he does, we are going to be competitive for years to come. We're going to be competitive not only in the West, but the NFC. Look, in the NFC, anything's up for grab. Tom Brady retired. Aaron Rodgers is, he's good, but he's up there in age. We don't know if he's going to go back with the Packers. We don't know where he's going. Who else do you have? Matthew Stafford? Kyle Murray? I mean, who else is there in the NFC? It's not like the AFC. The AFC, you have Josh Allen. You have the Lamar Jacksons. You have the Herberts. You have the Patrick Mahomes. You have the Joe Burrows. There is competition in the AFC. But you can't say the same thing for the NFC. You still have Russell Wilson, of course, but we don't even know if he's going to stay with the Seahawks or not. If Trey Lance becomes the quarterback that we all expect him to be under Kyle Shanahan, our San Francisco 49ers will be competing every year for a championship. That is our goal. That is what we're hoping for, right? But I have to see a complete season of Trey Lance to feel comfortable. I can't say we're going to win the Super Bowl or win 15 games with just 2 game samples of Trey Lance. That would be just me being in my feelings. And I'm not a person that gets in his feelings. I am one that keeps it real. Now, there's a friend of mine that may argue that point that I just made, but it's okay. We're not listening to him right now. What's up, Joseph? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. Trey Lance will also have bonehead moments. Let's not get it twisted. Yeah, he's a rookie. Absolutely. He's a rookie. He's going to make his mistakes. Look at Trevor Lawrence. Look at Justin Fields. Look at Zach Wilson. Even Mac Jones had bonehead moves. Mac Jones, which out of all the quarterbacks went in the best position to a good team, and even Mac Jones had his bonehead moves or decisions. So yes, most definitely Trey Lance is going to have his mistakes. But will he learn from them? Will he get better? And I watched Trey Lance in college. And yes, he didn't play against top defense in college. But I like his ceiling. I really do. I wanted Trey Lance over Justin Fields, personally. So when we drafted Trey Lance, I was very ecstatic. I was fired up, yes. Now, does he need reps? Absolutely. Would he have benefited if he started last year in 2021? Maybe. But maybe sitting behind Jimmy G for a year, mental reps. He didn't take the physical reps, but he took a lot of mental reps. And those gotta help. I gotta believe that it helps. Now, I understand taking reps and taking life ammunition, seeing the defense for what it is, playing real games does teach you a lot. I know that. If you ever play football, you want to be out there. But the reality is this. He sat behind Jimmy G. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. So he sat behind Jimmy G. He learned behind Jimmy G. Now, Jimmy G is not the Tom Brady, okay? Jimmy G is not Tom Brady. Jimmy G is not Aaron Rodgers, but Jimmy G is a professional, okay? And you know what? Listen, maybe not in the football skill sense. Jimmy's not better than Aaron, but in how to handle situations, how to not let yourself get into your feelings, I think Jimmy G is better than Aaron Rodgers as a leader. Not in the football skill set. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that Jimmy G is better than Aaron Rodgers on the field. But Aaron Rodgers is a prima donna. Aaron Rodgers gets into his emotions. Aaron Rodgers, it's up and down. Jimmy G taught Trey Lance how to be an example through while you're hitting adversity. When you're in the mountaintop and when you're in the valley, Jimmy G taught Trey Lance how to handle the media, how to handle situations that are valuable to a young quarterback. Maybe he didn't learn the skill sets supposedly like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, but he also didn't get that drama part of Aaron Rodgers. Jimmy G taught, in my opinion, he taught Trey how to be humble, how to react when you're facing adversity. You never saw Jimmy cry. You never saw Jimmy complain. You never saw Jimmy go to the media and talk crap about Trey or talk crap about Shanahan. I'm pretty sure he felt the desire to do so, but he kept it cool. Trey would not have learned that from Aaron Rodgers. He would have learned from Aaron Rodgers how much of a B, excuse me for that, he can be. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. So A lot of us like, what did Trey possibly can learn from Jimmy? He learned a lot from Jimmy. Okay, I know that a lot of Niner fans are they want to be funny and they're like, yeah, I bet you Trey Lance is going to learn how to throw interceptions very well. You know, that's your opinion. That's fine. But if you know football, Jimmy taught Trey how to handle adversity, how to handle the media when you lose, how to handle the locker room, how to work with your players, how not to throw your players under the bus. These are things that Trey Lance needs to learn. We know Trey Lance can throw the football. We know he can run with the football. We know that Trey Lance is going to be a great athletic player. But Jimmy was able to teach Trey the mental part of football. And from that perspective, I think Jimmy G was a great teacher this year. Now we go into the offseason of 2022. Now Trey can learn and apply how to deal with adversity, because let's be honest, we don't know if we're going to win a lot of games with Trey or not. Is Trey going to stay positive? Is Trey going to have a short-term memory? Is Trey going to be able to bounce back from bad games? Is Trey Lance going to be able to bounce back when the media is talking all this crap? These are the things that I think personally he learned from Jimmy G. And those are valuable lessons. Those are valuable lessons to learn from. So let's not get it twisted. There was things to learn from Jimmy G. Jimmy G is going to move on. He's not coming back. Not because he's not a good quarterback. Not because we can't definitely win games with him. But because we need trade value for him. And we need to get his money off the books. It's that plain and simple. Leslie says Jimmy G learned leadership skills from TB and learn from that. Besides, we need to remember where we are at when he arrived. I love Jimmy G and always will. I think the future is Trey Lance, though. Yep, absolutely. And those are the things you can't teach. I don't think Aaron Rodgers would have been able to teach Trey. Is to handle, because let's be honest, Aaron Rodgers might win the MVP every year, but he doesn't know how to deal with adversity. He starts crying, he starts complaining, he wants to leave the team. You hear all this drama with with Aaron Rodgers. You don't hear that with Jimmy. Now, do I wish Jimmy could have taught Trey the Aaron Rodgers on the field stuff? That would have been awesome as well. But, you know, in life, you're never going to get everything you want. You just got to grab what's available for you. I watched the Super Bowl. I wasn't, listen, congratulations to the Rams. They represent the NFC West. Congratulations to Matthew Stafford for winning his first Super Bowl after year after year after year in Detroit. Everything he went through in Detroit to be able to get a Super Bowl with the Rams, congratulations to him. I'm not a Rams fan. I don't care about the Rams. I'm a Niner faithful, but I do want to congratulate Matthew Stafford, Aaron Donald. We can hate players, we can hate the teams, but let's be honest, man. These players play hard. They love what they do. They put a lot of work and sweat into it. So it's nice to be rewarded for your efforts, even if they're not players on the team that you like. So many people believe in maybe those fake rumors. There, at this time of the season, Karthik, you're gonna have a lot of rumors. You're gonna hear a lot of smoke. you're going to hear a lot of things, and you got to just kind of filter that out. If you know your team, if you know the pattern of your coach, the pattern of your GM, what they showed the 49er fan base in the last 5 years being here, you kind of have an idea of which direction the 49ers are going to go. Okay? Listen, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, they're not going to change. They're not going to surprise us this year and do something that, oh my God, they stick to their guns. They have a formula that has been working, and they're going to pursue it that way. They're not going to bring in that high, pricey free agent. So if that's what you think, whether it's a cornerback, whether it's a corner, whether it's a receiver, whether it's a lineman, the Niners are not going to bring in that high pay free agent. They're just not going to do it. The Niners are going to try to, first and foremost, re-sign their own players. They're going to try to re-sign their own player, which they should do. They're going to try to bring DJ Jones back. They're going to try to bring back Arden Key, Mike Tomlinson. They're going to try to bring back their own players. Once they establish that, then they can see what pieces are out there that are fairly within reason financially. They can complement our roster. They're not just going to bring the Davante Adams. Anybody that thinks that Davante Adams might come to the Niners, you got to get that out of your head. You just got to. Okay? There's no Davante Adams type of player coming to the Niners. And we don't need a Davante Adams. We got Deebo Samuel. We got Brandon Ayuk. We've been developing receivers. I don't know if, and yes, we lost Wes Walker. And that's a huge loss. And we're going to have to find a coach that can come in and hopefully fill in those shoes of Wes Walker. Now, many of you may say that Wes Walker wasn't that good of a receivers coach. That's a matter of opinion. What's up, Victor McDaniel? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. Jimmy's gone. No way Niners pay him. Exactly. I know that a lot of Niner fans, they want Jimmy to come back because we have won a lot of games and they're not comfortable with taking this roster with Trey. But the fact that there's a lot of money involved and Jimmy's not going to want to be a backup, okay? And people need to realize this. In order to restructure, everybody's, let's restructure Jimmy's contract. Why don't we restructure his contract? Nobody wants him out there anyway. That means we're going to have to sign him for another 2 or 3 years. The best solution for the Niners and Jimmy is to part ways. That is the best solution. Let Jimmy go, get a good draft pick for him in return, and allocate that money towards Deebo and Bosa. And let's keep our fingers crossed that Trey Lance could develop to that quarterback that we want him to be sooner rather than later for us. I don't think Trey's going to be a bust. Could he be a top 5? Could he be a top contributor like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen? I don't know that. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But do I think Trey's going to be a bust? I don't think so. I just don't. Especially under a Kyle Shanahan quarterback-friendly system. I don't think. I mean, you got to be bad. You got to be listen, Kirk Cousins thrived under Kyle Shanahan. Jimmy G thrived under Kyle Shanahan. Trust me, Trey will thrive under Kyle Shanahan's system. First of all, Tom Brady's retired, and Tampa Bay is trying to get him to the Tampa Bay is trying to get him to come back. Okay. And for everyone that says, well, it is Tom Brady's dream to play for the Niners because he grew up as a Niner fan. He loved Joe Montana. Cut it out. Cut it out. Okay? That was years ago. He's been with the Patriots for so many years. He's been with the Tampa Bay Bucks. He is a professional. That fan thing, trust me, he's not coming to the Niners. It's not real. The Niners did not bring him in 2 years ago. Why would they bring him in now? And why would they slow down the development of Trey? And if they do bring Tom, then that means Trey's it's not the quarterback that the Niners thought he was going to be. And that's scary. Listen for a minute. If we bring Tom Brady, that should tell us that Trey Lance is going to be garbage. You're like, wow, we have a roster. We can win. We got to believe if Trey Lance is the quarterback of the future, you got to run with him. Nothing against Tom Brady. I'm not saying we can't win a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. We probably can. But what message does that send to us, the faithful, about our future quarterback? Let's ride with Trey. Like the saying goes, ride or die with Trey. We invested heavily in drafting this kid. 3 first rounds and a third. Let's ride with him. Let's see what we have. Did we make the right decision? Or did we not? Did we do an Alex Smith over Aaron Rodgers? Or did we actually get our Aaron Rodgers of the Alex Smith and Aaron Rodgers draft year? But if we bring in Tom, as the big name Tom is, and we're like, yeah, Tom Brady, what does that say about your young quarterback sitting in the wings? That he cannot learn fast enough, or he's not good enough to start the year with. That was actually, if we brought Tom Brady, even if we do win in 2022, that would scare the heck out of me when it comes to Trey Lance. But if we don't go after Tom Brady and we do ride with Trey, that would encourage me as a Niner faithful that yet we did make the right decision. They do believe in Trey and they're going to go forward with Trey. That brings encouragement to me. If Tom Brady gets brought in, that is a discouragement regarding my young quarterback, in my opinion. Well, the thing about Jimmy G, and I'm not defending him completely, he does throw some bonehead interception, but that's his character. Jimmy is a positive individual. He's a positive kid. And this is one thing I love about Jimmy. He doesn't let anything get to him. At least he doesn't display it to the audience. The fact that he smiles is, I'm pretty sure he hates interceptions. Who likes to throw interceptions? It doesn't make you look good. So the people that say that he loves to smile after interceptions is stating that he loves to throw interceptions. He doesn't. He doesn't. He makes some bad mistakes, yes, but he doesn't love to throw the interceptions. So that thing, he's always smiling. I'd rather have him smile than complain and cry like a little girl. Trey can sit another year, in my opinion. Bring in Brady. I've been waiting for 26 years since our last title. Lewis, I am spoiled because I got to see 5 Super Bowl wins in person. Okay? During my lifetime, I got to see the Niners win 5 Super Bowls. So I understand where you're coming from. You have the hunger. You have watched the Niners win Super Bowls and on replays. You watch it on YouTube, but you never seen it in person. So I know you are hungry for that. But again, if we bring Brady, what does that say about Trey? Trey hasn't had Trey. First of all, Trey hasn't played a lot in his career. Only 1 year in college. He was redshirted the first year. Second year, he played just 1 year. And then his third year, he only played 1 year, one game because of COVID. He needs reps. You guys may agree or disagree with me, and that's fine. But I think at this point, we need to know what we have in Trey. He's on a rookie contract. And we got to find out, did we make the right investment in trading for Trey? Or did we screw up again? See, everybody's looking at the short point. Like, Lewis, I understand you haven't seen the Niners win a Super Bowl. I understand you want to get that sensation. You want to get that feeling. And, hey, bro, I watched the Niners win 5 Super Bowls. I was fired up. So I understand where you're coming from. I do. And it sucks that the last 2 Super Bowls that we went to, we lost. I wish they would have won at least one of those 2 for you guys to get that satisfaction. It will come. Lewis, it will come. I really believe that Trey is the answer. Trey is going to be that quarterback, bro, that we're going to win championships, and you're going to be like, wow, I wanted to win 1. We won 2 now. Listen, if we made it to the NFC Championship twice with Jimmy, if we made it to the Super Bowl once with Jimmy, what do you think Kyle Shanahan can get out of Trey? I'm telling you, Kyle Shanahan is going to get the best out of Trey. So just hold on, Lewis. For Lewis and all of you that are young, they never got to experience a Super Bowl win in real time. Your time is coming. Your time is coming. Hang in there. You will get the opportunity to see the 49ers and Trey Lance lift up that Lombardi trophy for your San Francisco 49ers. That is, and the way you give him time to develop is to play him. I think personally, if he sits, I know a lot of people say if he sits Tom Brady, he can learn that the people have told me, well, the first year he learned how to handle adversity with Jimmy. Now he gets to sit behind Tom Brady and learn how to win on the field. And that might be true. But the development of this young kid is crucial. The development of this young kid is crucial. He needs to play. Bottom line, he needs to play. If we sit him one more time on the bench for Tom Brady, I don't think that's beneficial, in my opinion. He needs to play. He needs to take those live reps. He needs to get hit. He needs to see the defense in real time and adjust to what coordinators are doing and learn and become better. He needs the experience of playing football, not sitting behind for 2 years in a row, in my opinion. Correct. You saw glimpses of Trey Lance and what the possibilities are. Imagine rep after rep after rep after rep after rep, experience after experience, game after game after game, the Trey Lance we're going to see. Why do we want to hold that back another year or 2 with Tom Brady? It makes no sense. Hey, what's up, Pale Time? Welcome to the show, brother. Welcome to the show, and once again, congratulations on your Rams representing the NFC West and winning your second Super Bowl and your first one in LA, representing LA, winning one in your home. This is becoming a trend. This is becoming a trend. You got Tampa Bay winning at home. You got the LA Rams winning at home. Where's the Super Bowl going to play this year? Because that team's looking like, hey, we got a chance. Unless they get to play in Detroit, then we're like, well, that trend's not going to continue. We're having a great evening. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Do you have a way too early expectations for Lance? How many TDs and yards? What do you have a way too early expectations? I don't quite understand. Are you asking me how many yards? And you know, it's funny, Pale. I am not. I just want to see this kid develop. I just want to see this kid learn every game. I want to see his progression. I don't care about the TDs and yards about this young kid. I just want to see him grow every game. If he's able to grow, get better every game, whether we win or lose. Hopefully we win games, but I want to see a progression. I want to see him progress. I want to see him get better and better and better. If I can see that, that would encourage me that this kid is going to be special. This whole thing about how many yards, how many TDs, I don't really care about that. That doesn't really concern me, honestly. I just want to see this kid get better and better and better and reassure me and the faithful that we made the right decision in bringing in this kid. We made the right decision in bringing in this kid. That's what I want to see. I want to see that we made the right decision in bringing in this kid by watching him learn and grow and grow and grow. Those yards and TDs, that will come later. That's just me, though. Well, there's always going to be haters. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think Matthew Stafford cared about proving haters right or wrong. He just believed in himself. He believed that he is the quarterback that he is and that he was capable of winning the big game, and he did. So congratulations to Matthew Stafford as an individual. I'm happy for him. I mentioned this earlier in my show that he struggled a lot, not in his own skill set, but he struggled a lot in winning losses in Detroit because of bad management and a bad roster in Detroit. That it's nice to see him come out on top, even if it's with the Rams. But congratulations to your Rams, though. Correct. And he has to get the reps. He has to get the reps. What's up, Christian Carver? Welcome to the stream. I don't know about Mac Jones, but the rest of the quarterbacks, I completely agree with you, Christian Carver. I think Mac Jones still needs to earn a spot amongst those quarterbacks you just mentioned. I'm not taking nothing away from Mac Jones, but yeah, I'm not going to put Mac Jones in that same conversation with those quarterbacks at all. Thank you, sir. That is correct. That is correct, Leslie. That is 100% correct. Yep, that's a key. Definitely a key. What's up, John Aker? If Shanahan can draw up schemes to cover up Jimmy's deficiencies, then knowing that Trey can run and he has a cannon for an arm, it'll be a lot easier for Kyle to get the most out of number 5. I couldn't say it better myself there, John. I could not say that better myself. 100% correct. And I expect to see a lot of games won with Trey. We're going to go through our lumps and bruises. But I think this kid is special. But only time will tell. But a lot of Niner fans are already, we're winning the Super Bowl in 2022, excuse me. I'm not saying it's not possible, but come on. We got to see we got to see Trey do his thing first before I start talking about Super Bowls. But that's just me, though. Yep, they are crybabies. And that's not what you want to teach your young quarterback, is how to be a crybaby. You want him to teach him how to be a man. And Jimmy definitely knows how to handle adversity. If he did cry, he cried in the privacy of his own room, not on national TV, which I respect. Now, we heard about the Commanders, the Washington Commanders, possibly offering a number 1 for Jimmy. Listen, it looks more and more likely like Russell Wilson is going to stay with the Seattle Seahawks. He has a great relationship with Pete Carroll. They have money to spend. They're going to fix a lot of some of those problems they have. I expect Russell Wilson to stay there. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to leave Green Bay. I think Green Bay is going to try to lock him in for one more year. Especially with Tom Brady retiring. Tom Brady's gone, right? He's not available. You have Deshaun Watson. You don't know what's going on with Deshaun Watson. You don't know his legal things, affairs. You know, even if he is available, that's just one quarterback out of the ones that I just mentioned. There's going to be a market for Jimmy G. There's going to be a market. There's going to be a GM desperate enough to give a Niners a ransom for Jimmy. Why? Because there's going to be plenty of suitors for Jimmy. That's where the ransom comes in. Okay? It's like a bidding auction. If nobody's bidding, then that item is not going to go high. But if you have multiple people bidding for a particular item, it goes to the highest bidder, right? I expect a few teams to bid for Jimmy. And if that's the case, then Jimmy's value goes up. Even if he's not worth a number 1, we can get a number 1 because teams are going to try to outbid other teams for his services. Why? I'm glad you're asked. The draft class this year is not good. Let's be honest. The draft class this year is not good. The free agents that are available are not that good. And if Russell stays in Seattle, if Aaron Rodgers stays in Green Bay, then the market is going to be hugely open for Jimmy G. And you may say, well, we can't get a 4. We're lucky if we get a 3. You're looking at it as a fan based on Jimmy's mistakes. Jimmy throws interceptions. Jimmy's can't win the big game. Excuse me. So you're basing that on his worth in the draft. But teams don't look at it that way. Teams look, okay, which quarterback out there can help me win this year? Who is out there that can help my team, my organization win games? Coaches and GMs, all they want to do is win. Who gives us the better chance to win. And they start looking around. The draft is not good. If Russell's not available, if Aaron Rodgers is not available, if we don't know what's happening with Deshaun, look at the available quarterbacks out there. Who is really better than Jimmy G? So now, by default, Jimmy became the popular kid. And teams are going to pay ransom for a player that maybe is not normally worth that value, but because of the necessity of a quarterback to win, they will pay ransomly. And that benefits us. That benefits our team. Who's going to pay the highest for Jimmy? Get it out of your head that he's not worth it. We know Jimmy's not worth a number one. For some of you say that Jimmy's not even worth a number two. It doesn't matter whether he's worth it or not. What matters is how many teams are going to be bidding for his services. And if there's more than 2 or 3 teams, now it has to be who is willing to give the most to ensure they get Jimmy G's services. And this is where the Niners win. And I expect that to happen. What's going on, Justin Blackwood? How you doing, brother? I'm doing great. Welcome to the show, brother. Welcome. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. What's up, young hitter? What's up, Josh? Welcome, welcome. I am blessed. How are you doing, sir? Welcome. 2 things, Beto. Shanahan needs to prove he can win consistently with another quarterback in Lance, and be very aware when John Lynch says who is going to be the Niner for a long time, and then he gets traded. GMs are going to say certain things at the moment, what they have to say. Things change so drastically in the NFL that doesn't surprise me. Secondly, Shanahan and his whole career, okay, in coaching, has never, ever coached a quarterback of his choice. Okay? Let me repeat that. Kyle Shanahan ever, whether an offensive coordinator or a head coach, has never coached a quarterback of his choice. He always had to work with other quarterbacks that were given to him. The Kirk Cousins, and popular to believe that people say that Kirk Cousins was his choice. I think that was more of it of his dad's choice than it was Shanahan. Kyle. RG3 was the owner's choice. You have all these other Shaw. You have all these quarterbacks. They were not Kyle Shanahan's choice. Finally, we all know that Trey Lance is the quarterback choice of Shanahan. And now we're going to see what Kyle can do with a quarterback of his choice. Is he a quarterback guru or he's not? We're going to find out. But there's no more excuses. No more excuses for Kyle Shanahan, because now he has a quarterback of his choice. What's up, Don? Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Make sure to hit the like button on YouTube if you're watching me on YouTube. I appreciate it. If you're watching me on Facebook, if you get a chance to go over to YouTube and smash that like button, I would appreciate it. I love it. Wasn't it? There was at least more offensive power in the duck race than there was in the Super Bowl. That was a boring Super Bowl, man. That was boring. I'm not hating, because I'm not a Rams fan. I'm not hating because I'm not a Bengals fan. Um, that wasn't a fun game to watch. And I'm not saying it because my team wasn't in it. I'm saying it based on what I saw on the field. The halftime show was more exciting than the game itself. And what I couldn't understand was for most of the game, you saw no flags. No flags. And in the last 2 minutes, I think the referees woke up and says, "Oh crap. I just realized we haven't thrown no flags. Let's go ahead and make up for it." And they started calling every play a flag on every play. So I don't know. I'm not saying that the NFL is, but Vegas, let me tell you, man, Vegas has their money. They got to protect their money some way, somehow. Now, I'm not bringing up no conspiracy, man, but Vegas, the real winner is always Vegas. Unless you're the Raiders, and then you're not. We don't need Gronk, Chris. Honestly, we don't need Gronk. He's a big name, and Gronk did, but yeah, he's not fast, and yeah, we don't need. We just need to continue to develop Debo, Ayuk, and Kittle, and I think with Trey Lance, we're going to begin to use Kittle more as a passer catcher. We normally use with Jimmy, we use Kittle a lot like a blocker. I think with Trey Lance at the helm, with his ability to move his feet, we're going to be able to use Kittle more as a pass catcher than a blocker. And once he starts doing that, the need for Gronk is not going to be. We don't need him, in other words. To be honest with you, I understand they already have a quarterback there. They just got one last year. But if there's a way for Jimmy to go, and I think he's better than Carson Wentz myself. If there's a way that Jimmy can go to the Colts with that run game, with that defense, that's a match made in heaven, for say. Jimmy Garoppolo to the Colts. Imagine that. That would be. I understand that Carson Wentz is there, but if they can move on from Carson Wentz and bring in Jimmy, man, I would hate to see that team. What's up, Bigfoot Small? What's up? I don't think I don't think Trey will be ready week 1, but will surprise teams until though. Well, what's up, Juanito? Welcome to the show. First and foremost, make sure to hit that like button. We are in February 15th. Okay, February 15th. Between now and June and July is still a long way. A full off season. You got to remember, even though Trey competed with Jimmy in the offseason of 2021, it was Jimmy's team. It wasn't Trey's. This year, this team belongs to Trey. He's going to go in with that mindset. He's going to have enough time to develop into that quarterback. He's going to have complete OTAs. He's going to have training camp. He's going to play in preseason games. He's going to be able to develop into that starting quarterback. So whether he's ready for week 1 today is not the same thing whether he'll be ready or not by June and July. Now, with that said, if we don't hear nothing good about him in June and July, I will be concerned. in June or July, if I don't hear good things about him, I will be concerned. Um, Give me a second, real quick. Uh, I will be concerned about Trey if I don't hear quality things about him in June and July. I want to hear good reports out of training camp. If I'm getting good reports out of training camp, if I see good things in preseason, that is a good sign for week one. But whether he's ready for week one today is completely different whether he'll be ready for week one in June and July. Still a long way to go. And I'm confident that he will be. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen because, again, even if we can restructure um, Jimmy's contract, we need trade value. We need to gain some of that first round that we give away back. We need to get that back. We need some of that capital, trade capital back. What's up, David Williams? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Is it me or is my resolution gone down? Please let me know. Has my resolution gone down particularly on YouTube? Please give me that information, guys. Let me know. Yeah, I think we just got to rock with the young kid. Yeah, it's a win team now with Tom Brady, but again, what message are you sending to your young quarterback? What message are you sending to us, the faithful, that Trey is not, if Trey is not ready, then man, that's a scary feeling, honestly. Why do I get mad when we talk about another quarterback? I don't get mad at all in the first place. This is just football. Um, I don't understand that question. Um, People can talk about Tom Brady. They can talk about Aaron Rodgers. They can talk about whoever they think. I can speculate that they're not going to be Tom Brady. And maybe next week, Tom Brady's on the 49ers. None of us know. But if you look at the pattern of what Kyle Shanahan does and John Lynch, if you look at the development of the young quarterback, is it wise to bring a Tom Brady and have Trey sit another year? What does that say about Trey? To me, it shows that maybe the Niners made a mistake in Trey. But if they go with Trey, that's an encouragement that, you know what, they believe in this kid. But I know that a lot of you guys that are youngsters, what I mean by youngsters, I mean a young in watching the Niners, you guys are hungry for a Super Bowl win. You guys want to win a Super Bowl in your lifetime. And the desperation is there. So it's like, I don't want to wait for the development of Trey. I want to win now. It's like going through a drive-through instead of cooking a home meal at home. Which meal are you really going to enjoy more? Right? Is it for the short term or the long term? And people want to win now, so they'll settle for Tom Brady. But what does that say about Lance? If they start Lance, that's a good indication that they made the right choice, in my opinion. The only one that thinks I'm mad, it's you, Fitz mom, which I'm gonna call you David. So the only one that gets mad is David. I don't get mad about talking about other quarterbacks. Uh, this is the time for us to express how we feel. This is the off season. We can talk about a lot of things, and the only time I get mad is when um, the taxes go up. That's the only time that I get mad is when the taxes go up. Other than that, I'm okay, David. It's hard to say, Don. It's really hard to say if Trey gets us to the NFC Championship game. I have to wait and see what June and July looks like. I have to see him in preseason games, and then I have to see him in a lot of games um, this year. Ask me that in the middle of the season. In the middle of the season, ask me if I think Trey can get us to the NFC Championship game. I can probably give you a better guess then. To say whether I think he can get us there now is prematurely. It's hard to say. It is really hard to say. I mean, I can get into my feelings and say, yeah, we can make it to the NFC Championship with Trey. Doesn't mean we can. I'd rather see, I like to keep it 100% real, man. I want to see the proof in the pudding before I put all my eggs in one basket. I love Joe Montana. I like Steve Young better, but Joe Montana is entitled to his opinion just like everybody else. But does Joe Montana watch film? Just be honest. Does he really break down the film on Trey? Is he really heavily invested in the 49ers? Or is Joe Montana just being a fan? We got to understand, just because he played for the Niners, just because he won 4 Super Bowls, doesn't make him an expert in quarterbacks. If that was the case, why can't John Elway get it right? John Elway was a Hall of Fame quarterback, right? Won 2 Super Bowls, and for the life of him, he can't bring a quarterback other than Peyton Manning to help him win a game in Denver. So, as good as Joe Montana was, as much as Super Bowls he won, he's just a quarterback. And just because you are a great quarterback at the position doesn't make you an expert on other quarterbacks. So, he's entitled to his opinion. Maybe he's right, maybe he's not. Only time will tell. But just because he's Joe Montana doesn't mean like, well, if Joe Montana said it, it must be true. Don't please don't bite into that. Don't bite into that because you will be disappointed. Guarantee you. You will be disappointed. I'm trying to figure out if I'm freezing here. Hold on, guys. Let me see something real quick. Let me see something real quick. Oh man. What I've been on it for an hour. Ooh. All right, let me move forward a little bit. I'm running a little bit low. Sorry for my birds. They're getting excited in the background. 17. That's not okay. I see why there's a lag. Um, what's up, Miller? Michael Miller, how you doing, sir? Oh, you talking for Jimmy? Let me make sure I found my Kathy Sanchez. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Joe Avila, welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, sir? Kyle and Tom bumped heads when they tried bringing him when the free agent. So I don't think Tom comes. I don't think that in this time of year you're going to hear that. In this time of year you're going to hear a lot of that. You're going to hear a lot about Tom Brady. You're going to hear about this player, that player, but it's all just smoke. Exactly. It's because people get in within their feelings, John. Trey wasn't ready because Jimmy G brought experience. Jimmy G knew the system way better than Trey. Okay? And Trey had to like really blow out everybody out of the water for him to start. Okay? We all know that Patrick Mahomes is way better. I don't think that nobody would argue. If I asked you who is better, Patrick Mahomes or Alex Smith? If I would ask you right now, in your thoughts, who is better, Patrick Mahomes or Alex Smith? Unless you're joking, you're going to say Alex Smith. There's no way that Alex Smith is better than Patrick Mahomes, but yet Patrick Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith. As good as Mahomes is, don't you think that Patrick Mahomes would have won that job in the offseason over Alex Smith? Why did they go with Alex Smith? Not because Patrick Mahomes wasn't better, but because Alex Smith had experience in that system. That's all. And the same thing goes with the 49ers. We know Trey is better than Jimmy, but Jimmy has experience and they went with Jimmy. Don't read too much into it and stuff like that. But I agree with you, John Aker. Absolutely do. Montana or Young? My favorite player between Montana and Young is Steve Young. I think people can argue with me. We can have a different show. But I think that Steve Young is a better quarterback than Joe Montana. But I love Joe Montana. Don't get me wrong. And it's a good argument because they're both 49ers. They're both Hall of Famers. And that's the beautiful thing of it. I love what Joe Montana did. But if you take away the Super Bowls and you look at the pure individuals and what they can do for their team, I think Steve Young is a better quarterback. But that's just me. Well, Jose, the reason why I asked that question is because I wanted to point out that even though Patrick was better than Alex Smith, they did start Alex Smith that year, didn't they? They went with Alex Smith. And as good as Patrick Mahomes is, we know that he outplayed him in the offseason, but they decided to go with experience. And that's the same way the Niners win. That's why when Jimmy goes, we're going to see a great quarterback in Trey Lance. But that was the reason of me asking the question. I knew that Patrick Mahomes is better, but that's the reason why I asked the question. Well, let me ask you. Besides the quick release, I can guarantee you that Trey can do more what Jimmy did, and Jimmy can do what Trey can do. You're right. It is premature to say that Trey will be better than Jimmy. But I can see Trey doing what Jimmy did. Those little passes, little short passes, a lot of those RPOs. I can see Trey doing that. I can see Trey throwing interceptions as good as Jimmy did. But I can't see Jimmy running the ball as good as Trey, getting out of situation with his legs. And I can't see Jimmy throwing that 60, 75-yard ball down the field. No, I hear you. No, I hear you, Jose. Anybody? No, that was a legitimate question. That is a legitimate question you imposed. That how can I or anybody say that Trey is better where we don't know that yet? But based on his college performance, based on the tools that Trey represents, I think he would be better. Maybe that's what I should. I think he will be better, and I think he will. I'm excited to see what Trey does this year for us. But let's wait into June and July to see if Trey's going to be ready week 1. And do I think that we can get a number 1 or at least a number 2 for Jimmy? Absolutely. Not whether he's worth. Now, again, whatever we get for Jimmy in a trade doesn't necessarily need to reflect whether he is worth that pick or not. It is based on the need of a quarterback in an offseason when there are not going to be that many quarterbacks available. So that's what takes things into factor. It's not a matter of whether Jimmy's worth a number 1. It is a matter of, okay, if you're the Washington Commanders and you're Ron Rivera and you want to win, you have the defense, you have a good offense, you have a good run game, you have good receivers, but you're lacking a quarterback. Do you want to develop a young quarterback right now? Probably not. Who are you going to bring in free agency or who are you going to trade for other than Russell Wilson that is not going to be moved? Aaron Rodgers is not going to be moved. And Deshaun Watson, we don't know. What are your options? So now you got to ask yourself, if you're the GM or the coach of the Commanders, who gives us a better chance? Do we draft a number 1 quarterback and take our chances? Or do we give this number 1 to the 49ers in return for Jimmy that we know we know the bad of Jimmy, but we also know the good in Jimmy. We know that the Niners have won a lot of games with Jimmy, and so can the Washington Commanders. This is why I tell people all the time, don't base the value of a pick for Jimmy on Jimmy's performances. Base it on the need of a team for a quarterback when there's not a good options to be made. Now, if there was other quarterbacks available as good or better than Jimmy, then yes, that's when Jimmy's value drops down. But if there's a perfect time to trade Jimmy, it definitely will be this offseason. And I expect us to get high number 1 and as low as a number 2. I'll be surprised. I will be shocked if the Niners take a 3 or less for Jimmy. I really would. I will really be shocked or surprised if the Niners take a 3rd for Jimmy. I think the ceiling is a number 1, and I think the floor is a number 2 for Jimmy. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe they take a number 2 this year and a possible number 1 next year. Or maybe they take a 3 this year and a 1 next year. Those things we still have to wait and see. But nevertheless, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun off season. There's going to be a lot of things to talk about. We're going to have to talk about a lot about where Jimmy went, what the value was. Did we get the right value for him? Did they overpay? Did we underachieve and traded him? We're going to talk about that when it happens. We're going to talk about the coaches that need to get hired. We lost, let's see here. We lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coaches. 6 positional coaches. We lost Mike McDaniels to the Dolphins. We lost Richard Hightower to the Bears. We lost John Embry, which we didn't bring back, Titans coach. We lost Wes Walker to the Dolphins. We lost Butch Berry to the Broncos. And then we lost Zach Yenser to the Kentucky. Who are we going to replace those coaches with? Those are the topics we will be talking here on the Niner Sickness Podcast. I am going to be going live quite a bit. Please hit your notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time I go live so that you guys can be updated what's going on. And at least at the minimal, just have a conversation. We are here just to talk football, have fun. Again, this is the off season. What else do we have to do? But if not talk about Jimmy or coaches or the draft or free agency. This is what content creators do. So continue to join me. Continue to follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube. And support your boy Niner Sickness podcast. I appreciate you guys watching, tuning in. Have a wonderful day. And we'll see you on the next live. Peace and God bless.